Donald Trump just got some awful news that could not only see him sued for millions, but could ultimately send him to prison for a long, long time. And it has everything to do with a recent decision by the DOJ, the Department of Justice, against Mo Brooks. Mo Brooks is a Republican member of the House. He's a big Trump guy, and he was one of the speakers on January 6th at the Trump rally with Rudy and Trump and the Trump sons and all of that. And afterwards, of course, all the mayhem happened. And he's being sued along with Trump and others. And the Department of Justice has just announced they will not cover his legal defense. The argument he was trying to make is I was doing this in my capacity as a member of Congress, and so the government needs to protect me legally from civil and or potential criminal penalties, but the DOJ is declining to do it. And this is a massive signal, and legal experts and columnists at the Washington Post and other sources are all saying this is awful news for Donald Trump, because it may be a sign that he will not be defended by the Department of Justice. Now remember, thus far, a lot of Donald Trump's awful actions are being defended by Garland and the Biden DOJ. Some cases, it's clearly about defending the office of the president more than defending Donald Trump himself. But a lot of people, including myself, really think that Biden and Garland have gone too far in defending the former president. But here, this may be an example where they're not going to do it, where they don't think Donald Trump was acting in capacity as the president at that crazy rally. Rather, he was just being the head goon of the mob. And I want to read you some reporting here from a former DOJ worker under Republican presidents. It says, Donald Ayer, who served as a senior DOJ official in the Reagan and Bush senior administrations, told Reuters, the government's filing sends a clear message. No leader in our government is acting within the scope of his employment when he acts to subvert the free and fair election by getting people to go up and riot and interfere. The leaders who perpetrated these travesties are personally responsible for their actions. And so what he's saying there is, at least as of right now, the signal is Trump and all of these other people, they weren't in their presidential or senatorial or congressional capacities on that day. They were just thug individuals like all the people that actually went in to the Capitol. And this means that Donald Trump likely won't have that whole DOJ behind him like he's had with some of his other cases like Jean Carroll and all of that. And this is coming at an awful time because we're getting a ton of details, folks, that really make Trump look absolutely criminally culpable and civilly culpable. Let's look at this. This is a quote that people are really revisiting from the 5th of January by Steve Bannon, one of the most influential people in Trump's world during his presidency. All hell is going to break loose tomorrow. Just understand this. All hell is going to break loose tomorrow. It's going to be moving. It's going to be quick. Everyone knew in the Trump world what was going to go down. Everyone knew. Trump knew, Bannon knew, the Trump people knew what was going to happen. This idea that Trump couldn't control it is BS. At the very least, Trump knew what his mob had the potential to do and egged it on, and at the very worst, and it's my belief, he actively incited them to attack democracy. And look at this, guys. Mo Brooks, again, the guy that's kicking off this story, was wearing body armor on that day. Why would you be doing that, Mo? Why? If it's just a peaceful rally by democracy-loving MAGA fans, why would you need that? And the only response is he knew it was going to be wild, he knew it was going to be riotous, and that's why he sought to protect himself. All of this is awful news for Trump. At the very least, it's going to make it easier to sue him for millions, and at worst for Trump and best for us, we'll see Orange Man in orange jumpsuit.